So Paul's instinct, right? Obviously, it's a very efficient, sophisticated method, right? But you're still working on this project and it will only get better from here. So is there like a, are you going to be the next Elon Musk? That's what I'm asking.
I wish. I think many people wish. It's not really how I approach life. So the way I approach problems really, I don't have KPIs.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, so I don't chase goals.
Okay.
In the sense that it's really hard to describe this because I don't feel like there is quite a way to verbalize this thought process of mine. So, so I'm going to refer to something more more popular, I guess. So we are talking about preferences, and then there is the identifying whatever who you are, So one of my favorite things for a period is Myers-Briggs test. Like, I don't think it defines me, or I don't really let it define me, but in the sense, I really like how it explains your functioning. So one thing they have is called they evaluate your primary function and then your secondary function. I forgot exactly how they word it, but for me, my top function is intuitive thinking.
I see.
So what that means is that I don't really understand quite how I come to my conclusion.
But you
until way after that I validate it, where I have to validate it to other people. Then I kind of like reflect onto my intuition, and then I figure out what that journey was really like in my mind. I'm a very intuitive person, and I just kind of, and I may be quite impulsive too, and I don't fight it. So I think one thing that makes me a little bit weird, I would say, or unusual, is that I don't really have a lot of external values that makes me hesitate on my intuition. I have this tendency to just go like, this feels right. And so there is no other way. Like, it makes me feel like sometimes that I'm a little bit obsessive, but in reality, that is just how I function. And when I lean into my intuition, it turns out that I always tend to have a more satisfactory results. And so what that means is I don't really set goals. I just I envision something, and then
you go with it.
I just follow whatever flows through me. Nice. If I envision something, I go, I don't know how to do this. Google, help me, right? And if Google help me, and I'm like, okay, Google, you're telling me this is going to take 3 years of expertise or like 10 years of studying to get this thing done properly, then I'll be like, okay, friends, help me. Who can do this? So this is just how I approach things. And there's not really like a specific, where do I see myself in 3 years or 5 years? I see myself to be happy, as driven as I am, and as eager to fulfill my life as I currently am. And that's just about it. Like, I really honestly don't care if I'm the Elon Musk or I'm super rich or I'm like, or whatever. It would be great. But what matters is, am I doing what makes me feel fulfilled right now? And that's the only thing I really measure. And am I doing it in a way that like reflects my true authenticity?
It's important to cap that off by saying that there's no right way or wrong way to what you've just described. I think the most important thing, as you said, is, are you doing something that makes you happy, or is this helping you achieve your goals, right? And clearly this works for you.